G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, recently I did a video on V-board cap and die set, big one, and I showed my old set that I've used for like 50 years. And prior to that I did a video which was about a metal lathe project. And what it turned out to be, it was a tap holder that's it, for a certain size tap. Fairly large one, and I can drive it with my ratchet drive in tight positions where I couldn't get my normal, this is the one I normally use, tap holder. And I didn't get a tap holder with this set anyway, and they're puny little things anyway. Oh, hang on, there was one. It's disappeared. So yeah, this is the one I normally use. These gives you a good purchase, and you know, they do the job really well, all metal, all steel. But the problem is that if you're in a tight corner or something, or close to the ground, you just can't use this sort, or even the smaller ones, you just haven't got the clearance. So anyway, I made this up, so I could use my ratchet drive on it, normal 1/2-inch drive, and it works, did the job brilliantly, and managed to hang the gate, no problem. Anyway, I get comments, lots of comments, and I always read them, and they're generally pretty good. And I always generally try to reply, you know, if it's suitable. Anyway, I got one from Wayne. He's a long time viewer, and you know, generally comments. And he said he's got something he bought the other day, and it's called an Irwin adjustable tap socket. Now, I hadn't heard of these, and it takes a 3/8-inch socket drive. So it's basically like that. This is what you would normally use, you know, for various size taps, just a single-handed one, and it's good for getting into tight areas, but sometimes, you know, turning a tap like that would be hard work with one of these. Anyway, he said they're like these, but they have a 3/8-inch drive, and you can also buy them with a 1/4-inch drive. So what it means is that rather than make up something like that, which I had to do it with an emergency, I had to do that anyway, you can buy a head like this that takes you, instead of having a crossbar built in, it's just got a 3/8-inch square drive, takes all of your snap-ons and everything else, and you know, you can use normal crossbar, you can use ratchet head, you can use little thumb ones, anything you've got that is the right size. And I thought, wow, that's a great idea. I hadn't specifically seen them. So I had a look around, and the local shops didn't have them. You can get them on eBay, and the prices vary a lot. Anyway, the actual Irwin one was about $50. And it had to come off Amazon and, you know, overseas and all this. And there was a local shop in Western Australia that was doing it on eBay, $48, and they were doing one called a Hansa, H-A-N-S-A, which is a knockoff of the Irwin. And there's several other brands you can get as well. So it's arrived. So we'll have a look at it. I mean, this is just stuff I bought. I had to shell out with my own money. But I think it's a good idea, and I thought, maybe you haven't seen these. I hadn't seen them, and the local, you know, TDK shop didn't have them, and I thought, yeah, I'll show you what it's like, and yeah, we'll see if it's any good. Okay, here it is. Here's what you get for $48. That's delivered, and it came from a mob in Western Australia called Western Australian Bolts. And then they're in Burra Lake. Anyway, here's a free plug for them. And these look just pretty much the same as the Irwin. And yeah, we'll take it out and have a look at them. So here's what you get. You get two sizes, and they look to be pretty well made. That's the normal sort of action you'd expect. And there's a smaller one as well. What do I say on the sizes? But it can take taps up to 1/2 inch. Pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, it fits all 3/8 square drive ratchets. They grip really well, and they take the full depth of the square drive. The jaws look to be pretty hard stuff. Very well made, the whole thing. Yep, great stuff. Couldn't be happier. And of course it's made in China. But then again, what isn't, you know? I deliberately went for the 3/8 drive, even though I haven't got a lot of 3/8, rather than the 1/4, because if you're using big taps, I wouldn't really want to be stressing out a 1/4 inch drive bar, you know, with a big tap, 1/2 inch backing tap. I'd rather have the 3/8, just used an adapter. So yeah, I think that's a better way to do it. That just clicks in, and then you can use any of the 1/4 inch stuff that you want. So that would go in, no problem. Put in ratchet drives. Yep. Or we could even put in a thumb drive if you wanted to. Oh, yeah, it's pretty cool, don't you? I mean, that gets you out of those awkward situations. And I can also put a 1/2 inch adapter on there, and then I can use all my 1/2 inch stuff. Including my crossbar, and you can use extension bars. So yeah, it's got lots and lots of possibilities, heaps of possibilities. And if you wanted to, you could also drive your taps with an electric drill. That's a 1/2 inch drill adapter I made up years ago, before you could actually even buy them. This must be 50 years old as well. And you can see it's done a lot of work. So yeah, you could actually drive taps in with electric drill, provided, you know, it wasn't terribly hard going. Otherwise, you know, it'd be a good way to break taps, I think. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, pretty cool, eh? And there it is with the 6mm tap in it. Ratchet drive. So yeah, that would have done basically what that did the other day, without any machining. So there you go. If you know the stuff's around, and you know, it's not very expensive really, and it'll do right up to 1/2 inch tap drives. So it's a pretty good product. So thanks to Wayne for mentioning this, and I can see I get a lot of use out of this. It broadens the spectrum enormously as far as what sort of, you know, gear you need to hold taps. Way better. Okay, that's it for now. Hope you got something out of it. See you next time. Cheers.